Hey, it's Kate from Venison for dinner. We're headed out into the icy barnyard this morning to milk the cows because I got a wheel of cheese on the mind, and that means I gotta milk the cows first. Hi, babies. Hi, mamas. Here, let's put some light on the subject. Everybody talks about how it's so great to have your own free meat and free milk because you're homesteading, but did you just pay $500 for this bad boy? Obviously, costs have to factor in because there isn't unlimited money, but we like to eat good food, and good food isn't cheap, and it is cheaper for us to raise it ourselves. And you can't just buy raw dairy where we live. You want to eat raw dairy? Guess what? Get your own cow. So, I'm getting feed for the cows and for the pigs. Because if you have a milk cow, it's like, you know that children's book, if you give a mouse a cookie or if you give a moose a muffin, if you get a milk cow on your homestead, well, soon you're gonna need pigs to drink all the excess byproducts of milk and whey. Oh, calf, don't poop in her grain. That's gross. Ouch, you get. There are some mornings where you look at that cow's udder and you think it does not pay to be a dairy farmer, considering I don't get paid at all. Milking this heifer with a kick bar, one that goes like over the back, not the C-clamp one. But it got jammed the other day while it was on the cow, and it took me a lot to get it off. And Marius and the big boys are hunting, and I'm scared of that thing getting stuck on her again. So I braved milking her without a kick bar. So I guess I just needed to get over myself and not be so scared. Not that I was scared, but man, she kicks. But she hasn't been, so knock on wood that she's well behaved for us today. Been doing it for a few days now. I do clean her and put the machine on like this though, because then if she kicks me, she kicks away from me. Saving 1/4 for the calf. Nope. Nope. No! Shit. Once it's on, she's fine. But if it like squeaks and squawks, like the suction when it's going on her, she hates that noise. Like she had that little bit of udder rot and we were spraying on it with iodine, and that spray, the noise of the spray, she hated the noise even before anything touched her. So it's something about the noise. Once it's on, she's fine. There's that brush. This is going to be a many rag affair. I'm reusing the rags off of Raspberry because she was so clean, her rags are hardly dirty. Last rag, we're doing good. Sometimes if I feel like they're holding back on me, I'll bring the calf in for a couple minutes to nurse. And Raspberry, when she lets down, she'll pee. And I've learned that this is a let down reflex, like it's connected. Sometimes all the calf has to do is touch her udder and she starts peeing. She's holding on to it today though. Let's see. Now the calf has a frothy mouth in there. So she's getting milk. Okay, I have to dump milk between cows because they give borderline too much, but I have to keep things clean. So here's what I do. I take the lid from the milk bucket and a lid from the milk can, and I put them together, clean sides together. And then I hold them together. Milk is down for raspberry this morning. Hopefully not for Mabel because I want to make cheese. But I kind of expected this because they ran out of hay mid-afternoon and I couldn't feed them till a few hours later. And whenever, because Marius and the big boys are gone hunting and I needed a second pair of hands to feed the cows. So I had to wait till a neighbor was off work and could help me. So being out without hay for a few hours will drop their milk production the next day. I feel like the pulsator's like slightly out of rhythm. I never really know until I open up the milk can if I will have enough milk to make cheese. Yay! Definitely enough to make a wheel of cheese. Yes, I could make a smaller wheel of cheese, but I don't like doing that. I like to get anything visual off before I stick it in the bleach water. I think I've showed you this before. But since you already have some warm soapy water here, give all your milk rigs a pre-rinse because we don't wash them every day. So then, like, look at the water in there. Give them a pre-rinse. Then they won't smell when they're sitting. Makes it easier in your washing machine. I have taken back out the summer toys. You having a nice scratch, Pepper? Oh, you have a little dreadlock stuck. You need to cut that. Well, we didn't pick up the house before bed last night, and you can tell. So, we're gonna get this cheese going, and then this needs some help in here. Always wash your pot again. No idea where your dragon is. What do you need help with? It's probably almost the right temperature. Probably just needs like a minute of heating. This is why I love making cheese with milk straight from the cow. You get your best cheese and with the least effort. Oh yeah, it's 84 degrees. I only need like a couple degrees. The other day, I needed to use a pile of oat milk. Solo mumming Sunday afternoon. Turns out I forgot to add the clabber culture. I didn't add any culture to my cheese. So I ended up making 8 gallons of cottage cheese and froze it. Works. So now we're gonna try and make cumin GOUDA today. Refeed our culture. Rent. I just love mornings. I'm a morning person, so I just want to like run with that energy and keep going. But then Marius would be like, Kate, stop. Eat. You need to eat. Right. Although I should probably just wait till the small children come back inside because I surely did not make this mess on my own. So I surely do not need to clean it up on my own.
On me?
You didn't make the mess? Oh, really? I think you're full of it. Oh yeah. So I can just use the handle. trying to slash some other kitchen jobs while I have a few minute wait, making some coconut sugar hot chocolate powder. We just mix coconut sugar and raw cacao. It doesn't need to be complicated, and heat it up with milk. This is your reminder. If you have not subscribed to my channel and liked this video, you should go do that. Now that we've done our cutting and rests, we're gonna set a 5-minute timer to stir. And this first 5 minutes, I'm definitely paying attention to, like, is there any big chunks? Making sure I'm scooping down to the bottom, and it's sort of a slower stir this first 5 minutes until the curds shrink more and you have more way for it to move around more. So we did a very quick tidy. We decided we're not doing more of a tidy until later because kind of what's the point? We just like picked up blankets and art, garbage and all that. But I need to pick up, I have 2 packages waiting in the mail. One is Venison for Dinner merchandise, shirts and hats. And I need to take photos of those because we're launching them. Well, probably the day you see this video, we will be launching them. So make sure you go check that out. You'll find the links on Instagram, Facebook, in your email if you're on our email list. And then also some new Tattle Gear knives. Love Tattle Gear knives. To do some promos with them as well. So normally Marius doesn't mind doing errands. Happy to go run and do errands. Doesn't take him forever. It takes me forever to do errands. I don't know how this works, but it does. Anyhow, since he's away, I need to do it, and I really need to get these packages. Today is Tuesday, and I wasn't going to be going to town until Friday. But I told the small children, if we can do a good main floor tidy and sweep after the baby wakes up from his nap, we will go to town, because the mail doesn't come to us, friends. We will go to town, and then we'll go to our favorite little local cafe, get ourselves a fun drink, and pick up the mail. So, they are much encouraged by this bribery. I'm all about incentives and the carrot dangled, friends. So, we'll get some stuff done, then go run and get that, so that tomorrow during daylight I can take pictures. Okay, I have not done my official photo shoot yet, but I need to edit this YouTube video, and I really wanted to show you because the day that this YouTube video comes out, so does the Venison for Dinner merchandise. I haven't done merchandise in a while, and I'm super excited. Okay, we have hats. Feral housewife. Okay, so they're all this like, I think it's like considered like vintage cotton. This one still has a thing in it. Okay, I love the like relaxed fit, adjustable, the cute sayings. Okay, so then we have build a longer table, and they're all available in all 4 of these colors. Build a longer table, feral housewife, hoe your own row, and the classic venison for dinner. Here's our logo. So, hats is one thing. Then, oh, these hoodies are a tester. We're not doing hoodies just yet. These are a tester. We have, okay, the work like dogs, eat like kings. We have it also available in V-neck. It's a V-neck. These are all Bella and Canvas shirts. They're all 100% cotton. The reason we're not doing hoodies yet is we haven't found the perfect 100% cotton hoodie yet. Okay, so we have V-neck. We have this green. We have green. The long sleeve is a different green, but it's my friends turned grass into butter, and it kind of looks like a lino cut. I just love it. Venison for dinner, black. So 3 shirt sayings and 3 colors, 4 hat sayings and 4 colors. All that leads to 16 plus 9 is 25 options. Super fun. Okay. There you go. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. One of our grocery stores, only in fall, has this super legit apple juice, like fresh pressed. Only ingredient is apples, no concentrates, no nothing. Legit. We buy this, we throw a few in the freezer, and we mostly use it to make apple cider, like not alcoholic, just like a mulled, warm, spiced juice. So the kiddos have been watching this in the fridge like, please mom. So finally I'm gonna do it. Well, there's my cheese timer. No, that's pretty good. So it had a 5-minute rest and now another 5-minute stir. GOUDA has a lot of stir, rest, stir, rest. But you can see how the curds are shrinking and I got more space to stir. Is that pretty delicious? So now I'm gonna take a gallon of whey out and replace it with a gallon of hot tap water. We're making you some hot apple cider, but yours is just getting warmer. We just gave Wellen his while it wasn't so warm.
Because he can't drink hot apple cider.
He can't drink hot apple cider yet. Sometimes I get a few curds in there, but I don't really mind because it's going to the pigs. You can be careful and not get curds, but it just doesn't really bother me because it's growing bacon. Using the same jar, I'm going to fill 4 hot tap water. Taking out whey and adding water is called washing the curds, and this is a signature step of making GOUDA. It changes the acidity of the whey, which then changes the consistency of the cheese. So our last wash, we do 2 washes in GOUDA. Shouldn't have left the spoon in. This next one is the brave one. Pour off whey without pouring off cheese, but it settles pretty good. So I pour until I start seeing some curds, which I do now, so I'm gonna stop. And then replace that whey with hot water. $10:30 means snack time and they don't forget it. Okay, so now I need to scrub up my hand really good because I need to feel when the curds are done. I can visually see they're not quite done, so I'm gonna stir for another minute or 2 like this. And then we're gonna stir with our hand. So when the curds are done, we know, so we can stop stirring. And then we'll let rest. Then we'll drain off the whey. Then we'll add in cumin seeds. And then it'll go in the press. Where we live, cumin GOUDA is called spiced GOUDA. And it is like what every Dutch family loves and wants. And we have a lot of Dutch families here. Usually like the parents or grandparents, more likely the grandparents came from Holland, but still a lot of Dutch influence. And so when I pull out spiced GOUDA on a cheese tray at our house, that is the first cheese most people are going for. We're pretty close here, friends.
Mommy.
I'm gonna stir it for just another minute and then it's done.
This Then what? What will we be doing?
Then I need to strain the whey. Hey Rowan, can you turn off the water?
No, after all you're done doing that.
Then I need to make lunch and Wellen's gonna nap and then we'll go to town after he wakes up from his nap.
Then we get to go to Olivia's.
Then we get to go to Olivia's cafe, yeah. If we've done our cleanup jobs. Right?
I already touched the last one. Oh, I only got 2.
How many did you get, Freya?
You didn't even.
Answer my question. Do you feel like you're sharing evenly?
Yeah, well, Rose did choose my last one and won't finish it.
Yeah, Amos, you haven't finished your last one. We interrupt today's programming to tell you, if you like cheese and you like making cheese, or maybe you have a milk cow or you have access to raw milk and you're not making cheese, friends, it is easier than you think to amass this many wheels of cheese to have them aging for your family. My cheese course is all about streamlined cheese making. I'm currently in my cool room. It's an insulated room in our basement. My recipes are all about streamlined making, streamlined aging. You don't have to have a cool room. You just have a fridge. You don't even have to have raw milk. You can use store-bought milk. I have 6 kids and I work from home and I have to take care of said cows and all sorts of other things. I'm here to tell you, if I can make cheese, you can make cheese. Add and have more complicated cheese presses, but this is my favorite. This mold inside this. Oh, there's some crying going on. What happened?
Pushed me off the bed.
You guys were wrestling and you fell off the bed?
No, he pushed me off the bed. That's all.
What were you doing?
I just laying down.
Really?
Disgusting.
Nice thing about using slightly less milk is that I don't have to work to make it fit in this. When I make a 8-gallon wheel, I have to work to make it fit in this press. This is just 10 pounds on there. I'm gonna set a timer for about 5 or 10 minutes and then I'm gonna add or swap for the 30-pound one. But it's nice to start with a smaller weight to start. You end up with less holes, mechanical holes in your cheese, because if you put too much weight on, it actually will kind of just force the cheese and the whey won't be able to escape and you'll trap the whey inside little holes in the cheese. It will later drain out, but it's often then bitter at that point. So by starting with gentle pressure, the whey can gently seep out better. And it's really hard for you to see this. Maybe you can see that drip there, but like it is gently weeping out right now. You want it gently weep. Your guitar gently weeps. If it's like shooting out of there, you got too much pressure on. This cheese is ready to be flipped. Wellen put some pencil crayons in my cheese press. Yeah, you get your suit on and then I'll help you with your gloves and your boots.
No!
Yeah, you're very capable. I know you can get your suit on. Okay, what's your problem? What is giving you troubles? Did you lay it down on the ground? No, you're curled up in a ball and it's curled up in a ball. lay it out on the floor. At the flip, we want to see a cheese that is knitting together well, but is not perfectly smooth. It's actually perfect for you to crawl in. You have it laid out nicely. You want it to be knit together, but not perfectly. See, because if it's perfectly knit together, you have been pressing too hard on your first press. So now flip. And now this is going to get left until tomorrow.
Mom, look at this.
Yeah. The video is not quite done, but I just wanted to say thank you for watching, friends. I'm so glad you tuned in today. I hope to see you next time. So there's like a more rough side and a smoother side. I like to put the rough side down to make sure it gets fully salted, and the soft side, the smooth side up. And then on the smooth side, liberal amount of salt so that we don't have to flip this. This is a 6-pound, 6-gallon wheel. There's some on the lid. So this is gonna go 6 times 5 is 30 hours. So until tomorrow midday. After the cheese is brined, then it gets air dried for a few days before it gets vacuum sealed. After it is vacuum sealed, my tippy toes. It goes either into the fridge if it's summer or into our cool room if it's winter. So here is a cumin GOUDA. It's aging. I cut them in half to age and they still age just as fine. Here's a favorite mix. It's cumin and red pepper flake, and this one was made in February. This one will be delicious to eat. Obviously, a child helped me label it as well. Anyhow. And the garlic we grew, which, love it.